Everybody, welcome to this episode of the Rad Cafe Podcast Extravaganza. My boys, Briggs and Animac here again. As always, we love them. And he was first a guest on the Subordinary Podcast. And he has come to my second best.
Shut the hell, you don't say
Houston
that.
Joe.
You don't say that
Thanks for
here.
having me.
This is revenge for all those weeks, okay?
What is like the worst injury you've gotten while trying to make content for that sweet, sweet clout?
I almost died once when I got shot with 2,000 Roman candles. Because I was down. Well, the Roman candles themselves weren't bad. You know, they leave little burns on you and stuff, and that's fine. But
It was the fact that then he had to eat the 2,000 candles.
kind of, actually. I had all the smoke. I was downwind of all the smoke, and so I was standing in the smoke, inhaling it, and like doing flips and cartwheels. And then suddenly I just couldn't breathe. And I walked off this, like, away from the smoke, and it was just like gagging on smoke. We kind of cut this out of the video because it looked pretty bad. I couldn't breathe, and I was just like coughing up smoke for like 10 minutes. But other like worse injuries though, I honestly don't go to the doctor too often for what I do because I like to document the injury, and I feel like, you know, if I ice it or go to the doctor, it's gonna skew the results.
I'm technically a doctor, so I can,
Oh.
you know, I can
Shut
cover
the hell up.
Yeah, it's not in the medical sense.
Yeah, but clearly you don't care about the medical sense.
I watched a little bit of World's End Harem.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah.
How was
Someone
it?
told me,
How
I
was
think it was Briggs. Apparently, it's an anime where it's like one guy left in the world, and all the
Yeah.
girls want him, and he's too much of a pussy to get with them. And I was like, I'm out. I'm not watching this
he's
shit.
in love, okay? He's in love. You
But,
know,
like-
and he's not gonna. Yeah, he's a pussy.
Well, you can be in love.
Okay, but like,
You can be in love, but the well-being of humanity, the survival of the human race depends on you smashing some bitches. Like, you know, you can still love
like-
your main girl.
yeah,
Damn,
it's
bro.
literally like, I'm not gonna save the world. Let's just let humanity go extinct.
Time for a new episode of Where is My Brother Up to in One Piece?
Let's go.
All right, so he is at the beginning of Water 7. He's made some progress.
Ooh, Water 7
fit-
and Enna's Lobby. That's gonna be a bit. I need to hear his reaction for that. But currently,
Will do.
what are his terrible thoughts?
He finished Skypiea. He thought it was an okay arc. He was not the biggest fan of Skypiea. He complained about things like, bro, and now can move the speed of lightning. He can dodge Luffy. He doesn't need it. Okay, anyway, he's right. Not the point. Next thing that he complained about, Long Ring, Long Land. He hated it.
I don't
That's
know
so
why
funny.
it was so funny.
I enjoyed it in the manga. Is he
And it's
reading
not
it?
a long
He's
arc,
watching
so
it. Oh,
he-
he's watching
he's
it.
watch- he's
Oh, it's
watching
terrible.
it.
Oh, he's
it's
watching it,
fucking
whatever.
terrible in the anime.
And he's like, and the pirates were like, oh my god, they're cheating in the race, but we can't cheat too.
Yeah, he watched in the anime. That's his choice. That's his own burden that he chose to take upon himself. So
Fair.
it doesn't count as
And
a valid
he saw
criticism.
Aokiji. You know what I'm
Nice.
talking about at the end of Long Ring Long Land?
Oh!
Yeah,
Aokiji
yeah,
shows
that's
up. That's an
I
amazing
forgot that
episode.
that's
Or
actually
tell me he
canon.
didn't like that. Like, be like, oh yeah, that was
Of course,
his least
of
favorite
course he
part.
liked that.
Yeah.
But he kept trying to. So I was there for it. I just visited my fam. I watched that episode with him, and he was like the whole time he was saying, "You already spoiled One Piece for me. I know that this is," and then he would say like somebody that it wasn't right. Oh, he said there was a long time ago where I told him the scene with Kuma like teleporting away all the Straw Hats. Like I showed him that scene probably 5 years ago or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, he's just gonna teleport away all the Straw Hats." He's like, "You ruined it for me," and then it surprised him when it in fact
He thought Aokiji was gonna teleport all the straw hats. That's so fucking fun. Okay,
Yeah, that's the thing with One Piece. There are so many characters and so many arcs that even if you think you're spoiled, like you get confused.
Bill Gates texts Elon Musk and says, "Hey, do you want to join me on this collaborative philanthropic adventure where we save the environment?" Elon Musk's response, random question, "Are you still shorting Tesla $500 million?" He says, "Unfortunately, yes, I am." And so Elon says, "You're shorting the company with the #1 focus on protecting the environment, and you're asking me to help you protect the environment."
Yeah,
And then he
100%
posted-
true.
Then he
100% true,
posted
bro.
the banger tweet, the side-by-side image of Bill Gates and the pregnant man emoji. With the lovely caption, "How to lose a boner fast."
Bro, Musk has been going wild. I'm like looking at his tweets right now, and he's just like, it's hilarious. And I 100% support the fact that he bought Twitter because I think Twitter has been a toxic plague on humanity for too long, and any change is better.
There was so many fake tweets, and I was finding them really funny. And then he goes and sees them. He's like, I'm gonna do a tweet like that. He's like, I'm gonna buy Coca-Cola and put the cocaine back in it.
Oh,
And it was a real
It
tweet.
was a real. I was scrolling past it thinking it was gonna be fake, and it was a real tweet.
So when I went out there, it was like in LA, right? And
Yeah.
it was pretty cool, you know. But they had like all these little gags and stuff, like hot gluing a mic to my chest, and you know they had like a big cannon because they're gonna shoot a paint can at my back and all this stuff. But they wouldn't actually hurt me at all. They would I was like, you can actually hot glue me, it's fine. And they're like, no, legal won't let us, so we're just gonna use this epoxy and you gotta pretend to scream, you know.
Oh
The
my
paint
God.
can was like a foam paint can, so they just threw that at my back and then CGI'd it and stuff like that. I was kind of disappointed. I was like, my acting's a little bit better if I'm actually feeling the pain.
One of the weird gray zones in U.S. law is hate speech. Since speech is technically free, hate speech doesn't technically exist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it depends on the
it's not
state.
like Canada, right?
It's not like Canada, because in Canada, hate speech is a crime because free speech
What?
is not technically legal. Yeah.
What's the lowest bar of hate speech? Like,
I
hey,
have
buddy,
no
your
idea.
mustache is terrible.
No, I don't know
It's-
actually.
it's-
I don't think that.
Why-
It's rarely ever enforced, but I have heard stories of a
Yeah.
comedian in Montreal getting a fine for something they said.
Sounds about
Yeah,
right.
so it is a gray area, and I think that more free speech is better because bad ideas should be allowed to be expressed so that you can publicly debunk those ideas. You shouldn't have people just retreating in their own little corners of the internet or of the world. Then they build a cult of everyone's against us, everyone's an outsider, no one wants to let us express ourselves, we're going to build our own thing and fight back. So that's dangerous. My belief is that in terms of the whole, what you were saying, the hate speech stuff, I think it's more gray area because I remember here in Canada, I was at an anime manga shop, and the guy, he has to look through the Canadian list of banned books because sometimes Japanese stuff is not okay here because of sexual stuff, whatever. So it's not as free as in the US. So he has to look at stuff that's allowed and that's not allowed. And he was showing me, it's look, and he was there's all these pro-Nazi racist books, and it's yeah, these are actually allowed. Even in Canada, it's a gray area. It's not just okay, everything that's hate speech is illegal. There's some different bars that go around. I don't know the specifics, but it is complex.
Yeah, it's not that complex, but thank you all so much for indulging Animac. Back to Monogatari.
Yeah, best girl in Monogatari question for Houston.
The class president chick,
No.
forgetting her name.
The
She's
boring
not
one?
She's not boring, but in the movie, there was a great scene with her.
Okay, dude, I know what
But-
you're talking about.
If you know, you know. But obviously, the main character's girlfriend, she's got to be best girl for me.
Well, you're wrong.
Who are you gonna say? You're
You're
gonna say
wrong.
the little girl that he.
The adult. She's an adult. Okay.
Oh
She's
yeah,
not
her. You're right. The
She's
adult
a
version of her.
400-year-old demon, okay?
She's a 400-year-old vampire. She's the
fell.
best.
You're right. She's pretty good, but I don't know. I still got to go for the. I keep forgetting all their names.
Shinobu.
Yes, of course.
Shinobu.
And
Oh, the vampire chick! How could I forget? Yes,
she's
she might be-
awesome.
yeah, she's might be, especially when you see her in the future timeline.
It was in the past, but thanks. Whatever.
The past? Was it the past?
It was both. It was both.
See, it's hard to keep up with all those words, man. I don't know.
There's a lot of words.
I don't know. I've crammed so much anime in my brain in the last 2 years. I kind of forget some things. I haven't seen the movie yet.
Best boy. Who's the best character? Come on.
Toto.
Let's go!
I've cosplayed
Respect.
Toto in one of my own videos. Okay?
Respect, bro. There was a right answer, and that
There
was
was.
Toto.
Very often there isn't a right answer, but this time there was. Yes.
Yeah, and some people might say Gojo or Sukuna or something,
Weak.
but
No
the
one
right
would say
answer is Toto.
Sukun. God.
Sukuna.
Sukundi.
I could see, people Gojo because they're a sucker for beautiful eyes, but no.
His
I
eyes
love
look
giant-
weird.
I
I
love
wasn't
giant man
expecting
muscles.
that.
Wow. Are you roasting his eyes right now?
Yeah, dude. It's why are you giving him? Why are you? Isn't his eyelashes also light?
Dude, don't do that. Don't roast Gojo's eyes. You will get K-pop stands level of
Dude,
Okay, wait. Did any of you guys play Genshin? Because I played that for way too long.
that game
No.
sucked.
That game sucks.
You were sponsored.
I
Nuts.
mean, the
You were
game's pretty
sponsored.
good. Oh, Fred, what I do?
I played Genshin.
They're coming for you.
Yeah,
I
listen,
played Genshin a bit
is good for
because-
some people. Okay, I feel like there is a type of person that would love Genshin, and they should use the links in my sponsorship.
I unironically think Raid Shadow Legends is better than Genshin Impact.
I've been
Unironically.
sponsored by Raid once or twice.
Not gonna lie, I'm
time.
with you on that.
Dude,
I agree.
Not
I've been
only
sponsored by Raid like 20
And not just
times,
because
and
Raid
I'm not
sponsors-
complaining.
Not just because Raid sponsors me once a month, but also because they know what's up. They understand how to collect your champions, and their
Yes.
trailers are so much better. In other sad
Yo,
news,
when are we
Belle
getting-
Delphine called me Nut instead of Nux.
Can we get Belle Delphine on this podcast next week?
We shall see.
Yeah, I wonder
Yeah,
if
exactly.
when she takes her time off, she lives like a normal life in like another country, like, you know, New Zealand as like a rocket scientist or something. And then
Adam,
just-
do you think she's walking around like how she looks in her pictures? Like she lives a normal life off stream. I actually have a friend with a funny story about braces, but I can't tell it on stream.
God damn it.
We'll see if Elon Musk.
Well, I guess I
watched
can.
it.
He cut his dick really badly. I can tell it on stream.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Was it Bruno? Was it Bruno?
Nah, that was not
I
Bruno.
hope not Bruno because I
damn
love
it.
that.
Bruno's dick would break the braces.
Yes.
This was an epic highlight reel from the latest episode of the Rant Cafe anime podcast that I do weekly and is uploaded on iTunes, on Spotify, and on the Rant Cafe YouTube channel Uncut. And this is just kind of a highlight reel that I'm going to be doing once a week here on Nuxanor.